Welcome back to Kentucky Sports Television. Mark Stoops is setting the groundwork for an exciting future for UK football. And one piece of that bright future is Thaddeus Snodgrass, a 2014 wide receiver commitment. He now joins us on the phone. Thaddeus, thank you for taking some time to talk with us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
I guess we'll start. We had a fan asked on Facebook wanting to know, can you just take us back to your commitment to Kentucky? You had a lot of great offers from big-time schools. What finally sold you on the Cats?
Academics and the whole offense. Coach Brown knows what he's doing, and he's proven it from when he was at Texas Tech.
How much of a relief was it to get the recruiting over with? I'd imagine with all these schools coming after you, there are a lot of letters, a lot of phone calls. Were you relieved when you finally picked your school?
Yeah, I was relieved because there's a lot of stress taken off me, and I could just relax and focus on my team in my senior season.
Do you still have schools calling, people trying to get you to change your mind?
No, not really. I mean, Connecticut tried, but I shut them down.
For fans that have not seen you play and haven't read a lot about you, can you give us the scouting report? Tell us what type of player you are and what fans can expect when you get to Kentucky.
I'm a player that loves to compete. I'm a type of player that's going to push his teammates to be better. And I'm a player that loves to win. I love to get the ball.
And that's part of the culture change now at Kentucky under Mark Stoops and Neil Brown and those guys. When they were recruiting you, what was their message about their vision for the program and how you were going to factor into the future and changing where Kentucky football has been?
They just said they want to get in Ohio because a lot of good Ohio guys get passed up on. They were trying to bring Ohio to the SEC, basically.
And part of that, of course, is Vince Marrow, their assistant coach. I know he was important in your recruitment. Can you just tell us what it's like having him talk to you, sit down, what his pitch is like, and what eventually sold you on him?
Oh, it's great. He's a great real guy, and he's like a father figure. So, and that's really sold me. And he made Kentucky feel like home, and that was one of the big things.
When they tell you about the offense, you know, they're looking at a lot of receivers to fill out that offense. We've yet to see it as fans. We know what it looked like at Texas Tech and at Kentucky in the late 90s. What have they told you about the offense, how you're going to fit in, and I guess the pace? We're hearing a lot about a fast-paced offense.
Well, they said I'm going to help out because I'm a fast player, so that'll be a good key for the fast-paced type offense. I can spread the field, get the jailbreaks, and then turn it upfield for big play, for big yards.
Now, the new Rivals rankings came out today, the new 250. You're in there along with Drew Barker and Mikael Horton. A change for Kentucky football, getting guys that are ranked there. Do you pay attention to those ratings by the scouting services, and is that something that kind of drives you to kind of raise your game?
I mean, not really. I don't really pay attention to it. I try to focus on what I need to do other than the rankings. Because a lot of good players get passed up in the rankings, so you just got to keep working hard.
Now, Drew Barker will be most likely the quarterback at Kentucky when you're there. He's talked so much about recruiting other players and being kind of another coach in terms of getting out there. What do you know about Drew? What conversations have you had with him, and how much can that help getting out there and recruiting other players?
He's a winner. He has a winner's attitude, and that's the type of quarterback anybody would love to have. We just set up the Twitter on, I think it's Class of 2014 Cats.
Yep. How does that Twitter, what's the goal of that Twitter account, and how much of an impact do you expect it to make with the players that you guys are targeting?
I think it's going to make a real good impact because I think we're some players right now and telling them how Kentucky is if they haven't been and how they need to get up there, come see how it is.
Who are some of the players, some of the guys that you guys are talking about wanting to bring to UK and you're really targeting to join you as a Wildcat?
TV Williams from McKinley, Texas, Derek Key from LaSalle, and Braxton Berrios from Raleigh, North Carolina.
And those couple of receivers, any competition there? Are you looking at the offense saying, you know what, we want to bring in a lot of guys to surround Drew Barker with a lot of options?
I mean, yeah, there's going to be a lot of competition wherever you go, but competition brings out the best in everybody.
All right, Thaddeus Snodgrass, thank you very much for taking some time to talk with us. Best of luck this season.
Thanks for having me.